Have you ever randomly thought of someone and then bam, they call or text you minutes later? Or maybe you wake up in the middle of the night feeling weirdly anxious, only to find out later that someone close to you was going through a rough time at that exact moment. Coincidence? Maybe. But what if it's something deeper, something psychic? Today, we're diving into the 7 hidden signs you're psychically connected to someone. These aren't your garden variety love signals or cosmic cliches. We're talking about those eerie, inexplicable moments that make you say, "Okay, what kind of telepathic wizardry is this?" Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just realize that you're connected to someone in a way that goes beyond words. Sign 1, you feel their emotions without them saying a word. Let's kick it off with this one, emotional echoes. You're going about your day, feeling fine, maybe sipping your coffee, maybe doom scrolling, and out of nowhere, you feel sad or giddy or weirdly tense. Then you talk to that person later and guess what? They were going through it. Or they were having the best day ever. And somehow you felt it too. This isn't just empathy, this is energetic resonance. When two people are psychically connected, their emotional fields tend to intertwine. Think of it like Bluetooth, but for feelings. No login required. Now, this can be beautiful, but also exhausting. You might carry emotional weight that's not even yours. So if this happens to you often with someone, chances are your spirits are syncing up on a whole different level. But emotions are just the beginning. Let's get a little more mind-bendy, shall we? Sign 2. You think of them right before they reach out. Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. You're randomly thinking about someone you haven't talked in weeks. Maybe you're remembering an inside joke or just suddenly wondering how they are. And then, ding, a message from them or a missed call. Or maybe they liked your Instagram post from 3 years ago, which is kind of creepy, but hey, this is called mental pinging, a subtle telepathic connection where your minds tap into the same frequency. Some call it intuition, others psychic synchronization. It's like your subconscious is already having coffee with theirs, and your conscious mind is just now catching up. Sign 3. You dream about each other. Dreams, the ultimate mystical group chat. If you and someone else keep showing up in each other's dreams, especially if the dreams feel real, you might be soul networking while you sleep. This can be especially intense when you wake up with vivid memories, lingering emotions, or even answers to questions you didn't realize you were asking. And no, it's not just your brain being weird. According to dream researchers and some spiritual traditions, dreaming is when our conscious defenses are down, and psychic impressions can come through loud and clear. So if someone keeps visiting your dreams, or you visit theirs, you're probably psychically tuned in like a pair of celestial walkie-talkies. Now let's bring it back to the waking world, because what happens between the lines can reveal a lot too. Sign 4. You communicate without words. Ever had a full-on conversation with just a glance? Or maybe you finish each other's sentences, react the same way at the same time, or suddenly burst into laughter without needing to explain anything. That's nonverbal telepathy, and it's one of the most delightful signs of a psychic link. It's not about reading body language, it's deeper. It's like your brains share a secret operating system running in the background, constantly syncing. This happens a lot with best friends, soulmates, and occasionally your dog. Let's be honest, some dogs just get you. Sign 5. You sense when they're in trouble. This one hits different. You suddenly feel a knot in your stomach or a wave of fear. You just know something's off. And later you find out, yep, that person was in distress. Psychic connections often come with what spiritualists call energetic alerts. It's like a cosmic SOS button that gets pushed when someone you're bonded with is hurting or in danger. Some people even wake up at the exact time an accident happens. It's spooky and powerful. This kind of intuitive alarm bell is usually strongest with parents and children, twin flames, and longtime partners. Feeling chills yet? Good. Let's talk about how space and time mean nothing when the connection is real. Sign 6. Distance doesn't weaken the bond. They're on the other side of the planet. Different time zone, different life. And yet, they're still right there, in your head, your dreams, your mood shifts. No matter how far they are, the connection doesn't fade. This is a massive red flag of a psychic bond, if it gets stronger with distance. Some people describe it like an invisible thread that tugs softly, constantly reminding you of the other person's presence. Scientists call it non-local consciousness. Poets call it soul recognition. I call it hauntingly beautiful, and also mildly inconvenient if you're trying to move on. Oops. Sign 7. You've felt this bond since the beginning. Finally, the OG sign of a psychic connection. You felt it from day one. Before you even knew them, you met and something clicked. Déjà vu, recognition. That unshakable feeling of, I know you from somewhere. It's not just chemistry, it's familiarity, like your soul bookmarked them in a previous lifetime and said, found you. This kind of instant connection often comes with synchronicities, seeing the same numbers, shared birth dates, weird coincidences that make you feel like the universe shipped you two on purpose. And here's the kicker, it's not always romantic. It could be a best friend, a mentor, a sibling soul. So, have you experienced any of these signs? If so, you might be part of a psychic bond that defies logic, distance, and sometimes good old-fashioned reason. But here's the thing. Psychic connections aren't about magic tricks or destiny dramas. They're about energy, awareness, presence. And whether yours is a twin flame, a soulmate, or just someone whose soul vibes with yours on a different wavelength, it's worth paying attention to. Because when you're in sync with someone like that, the universe tends to lean in and whisper, "This matters." If this video made you go, "Wait, what? That's totally me," hit that like button. Smash subscribe for more deep dives into the wild, weird, and wonderful side of being human. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the strongest connections are the ones you can't explain.